does that?
But literally,
Me. Who else does
believe
that?
me, they do. Right?
They do.
Right?
But literally, when pressed, just like you've been pressed tonight, when actually pressed for a proper scientific explanation, right, you can't give one. And what you're showing is that literally you're using these throwaway terms without any kind of understanding of what you're talking about, but you're sticking by it like glue. Right? What I really urge you to do, honestly, is go away and learn what density is, learn what refraction is, right? Learn what perspective is, learn what geometry is. And if you did that, you'd see that all the things that all the observations you make in the real world fit with the globe model perfectly.
Oh,
right?
That's
right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we have a lot more super chats than I had intended. So, Flat Out Hero, why don't you give us a 1 minute wrap from your perspective, and then let me get to the super chats, because this is the only thing that's going to help me kill the pain later when I go out and buy some alcohol.
All I got to say to everybody out there is go to a beach. If you want to see if I'm lying, I beg you to try to prove me a liar and try to make a video showing that I'm a liar. Go film a boat going over the horizon without using a zoom, and then watch it go over the horizon bottom first. Watch it do what it just did in his video when it was all the way zoomed in. And then for yourself, after it cannot be seen anymore with your naked eye or the camera's unzoomed, zoom in on that empty spot where you know damn well it just went. See the whole fucking video that you just saw right now through your own eyes, through your own camera. Know that you just saw it go over the first horizon. Now it's going over the second horizon. And realize that there's no vanishing point when it comes to boats going on the horizon. They don't get too small and then disappear into a point, or come to a point and disappear. That's not the observation. That's nowhere near, like, vanishing point. It shouldn't even exist on the ball earth, because everything should be below the horizon. You shouldn't have a vanishing point on the ball earth. It should all disappear bottom first, over the horizon. And I know that these three guys right here are probably way more intelligent than me. I'm not even going to argue the fact that I don't think I'm smart, but I know that I'm perceptive, and I know for a fact that you can go and do it yourself. And that's all we're trying to say. As Flat Earth doesn't want you to believe the Earth is flat, bro. We want you to get out there and start learning all these things that he just accused me of not learning for yourself.
There you go, people. Go learn it for yourself. First thing he said that I actually agree with this entire show, so I will agree with him on that. So anyways, let's get through these real quick. Steven Stein, $2. Who's that ugly bald guy on the left? I think that's one of your friends, by the way. You know this guy? Because I think he's one of your friends.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven Steen says, another $2. Oh, that's just a potato. Steve McCrae, that was me. I did a super chat, and I said I regret my life decisions right now, and I do. Oshkosh Bujosh, $5. Ask Flat Out Hero if he has paid Wolfie $60,20, $100,000 yet. I don't think that you have.
No way. So he's got to complete the challenge first. Forget that part.
You don't believe that he has?
I know that he hasn't.
Do you have $100,000 to give him
if he can prove? No,
Wait,
I don't have $100,000 at once. My description in the video said I'd give $1,000 a month. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. No, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
I offered that. I offered $100,000, $1,000 a month installments.
I got you.
Nothing shady.
That's legit.
I was completely straight up. Like, yeah, I'm not a rich motherfucker. I just put my money where my mouth is.
All right, we got to get through these super chats. There's a lot of them. Thank you all. I'm sorry for you had to listen to this. So $2. Do parallel lines intersect? Do you know that? By the way, if two parallel lines intersect, you.
Yeah, parallel lines can never intersect, but they can appear to through perspective.
However, there's no such thing as two parallel lines in our universe. Wait,
perspective will make things. They will make things disobey the laws of physics. Like, we're not going to see it be parallel the whole way. It comes to a point. It converges to a point at a point. That's just how your perspective works. Like, the lines aren't fucking really converging. That's just what your optical illusion is, because it gets too far away from you. It has to come to a point. Everything has to come to a point. Unless you got better.
Jostine Follett, $20 in Crohn's. Once again, I demand the right to bear arms. Yeah, I don't blame you. By the way, I should recommend to you, when you watch the show, don't have weapons around. It could be leading to some dangerous things. Don't involve firearms.
Always have weapons on deck in case something happens. Make sure you can defend yourself no matter what. Don't ever listen to somebody saying don't have a gun when someone could have a gun. Always have a gun.
Non-sequitur and weapons.
What the laws are.
Okay. Chris E, $5. Ask him if he plans on playing Wolfie again. Well, we'd already talked about that. Also tell him he gives potheads a bad rep. We're not all this woke. I don't know. By the way, pot's legal, so I'm not trying to. Are you a pothead?
How am I giving anybody a bad rep?
Indulge.
Just because I'm a pothead, like, that doesn't mean that every pothead's.
Okay, you're a pothead. So, okay. I was just curious. I mean, I'm Kyle's a pothead.
I'm a proud pothead.
I don't indulge.
I rep.
Okay. Anything other than that, or just pot? Just pot?
I love everything, dude. Shit. No, not just pot.
Oh,
okay. Fuck no. Except I don't drink.
Spectrum. Gotcha. Okay. You don't drink. You know what? I'm going to be starting very soon. Hannah Anderson, $20. Thank you, Hannah. Lovely. Hannah, thank you so much. We all problem. She says, here's a few bucks for some new oven mitts. I'm sure yours would be shot by the end of this stream. Yeah, I've already like had to throw away a few of them. So thank you. Steven, again, $5. Simon Dan's destroyed Catz in their last debate. Flat out hero continuing the trend. Shocking. Yeah. By the way, can we get the background noise? Is that whoever's back the background noise?
Motorcycle.
Yeah.
Badass rev tech.
Sure. Awesome. Chris E, $2. Donating this to flat out reverse lobotomy. Okay. We'll start a fund for that. Fun TikTok, £5. Someone explained to Flapjacks that some things don't need a source, only little maths and flipping logic, something flatties don't have above all. Yeah, I gotta admit, asking for a source on something as simple like, I don't know, a basic mathematical theorem that we all learned in grade school probably isn't really advantageous.
Should be simple as fuck.
It is.
Why? It should be the most easy thing to find. Like, I mean, it still wasn't
Godless Engineer, $5. Hang on. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Godless Engineer, $5. Hey, flat out, can you explain the basic laws of motion with gravity, buoyancy without gravity? And I love this question because this is one of my favorite things to ask a flat earther because they bring up buoyancy. Are you familiar with the buoyancy equation?
And I know of it. I don't know how to fucking say it. I'm not mathematical.
Okay. Are you familiar with the fact that
you
the
guys know
buoyancy
that
equation has something in it? Yeah. Well, it has something in it called little g, which is gravity. Yeah. So without gravity,
it existed before gravity was a theory. So. Whoa, no.
Right. So gravity
before gravity was a theory.
Gravity's been around a long time, man.
No, it was not in the equation. It wasn't in the equation. It used to be in the equation.
Gravity still exists.
An equation.
Gravity exists before we started having an equation. Wait, hang on. Let me finish, please. Did gravity exist prior to us formulating an equation for it? The answer is yes.
No, gravity didn't exist at all.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Gravity didn't exist.
We want to, but the equation existed before gravity was ever conceived. So, how does that work? Density.
Okay.
Substituted. Bro.
XBit, $5. Marijuana is bad. Okay. I can't do that right. Okay. You shouldn't do it before you go online. Okay. Those are your words. Okay. You want to do it with us, Catz and Dave? MK?
Okay.
He does it better than I do. Okay. Raptor, $2. Dude is nothing but goalpost shifting. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that too. Steven again.
Since
he
when?
must really be your friend because he's donating a lot of
switched.
I gotta get through these, man. We're running out of time.
Okay, sorry. So
let me get through them. So
I get accused of something.
Cool.
I respond.
Steven,
so.
Again. Fun fact: I've been up on those turbines. Yeah, you know what? I'm not that far from Palm Springs. They have those same similar turbines, by the way. And I used to work with turbines, believe it or not. Anyways, 0132132 I wish I had $100,000 like Flat Out Hero. I'd love to make a similar offer to Flippers, but I don't make bets with money I don't have. Well, he explained it, and I'm gonna give him that one. He said he would do $1,000 a month, and I think that's reasonable. So it doesn't have to be all at once. It doesn't have to be a lump sum. It could be over installments. There's nothing wrong with making that bet.
No, I stated it too. It wasn't like I fucking been. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't aware of that. So hey, I'm fair, buddy. I'm fair. Shinobi,
okay, cool.
$2. Flat Out Hero just admitted the curve should block it. I think he was using the analogy: if the Earth is round, the curve should block it. Right? You weren't admitting there's a curve.
I like this guy more and more. No.
Okay.
Thanks for
I'm trying to be fair, man. Dude, I pay attention as much as it kills me. I actually listen to just about every word that's enunciated when I'm doing these things because I have no choice. Although I might regret it later on.
You're doing this show for a reason. You can say that, but you're still doing the show.
Yeah. Oh, well, yes, of course it's a show. Yeah. Duh. Okay, Mexican Wrath, $2. Yeah, you know what? Popping off, right? Popping off. Someone give him a beer and tell him to piss off. popping. John Lee, $1. Thank you, John Lee.
Won't matter.
Shinomi, just popping off, man. $5. If the air is dense, then why is it the rear of the ship disappears before the front of the ship? Good question. Yeah, I don't see how
the rear
density
disappeared because it's closer. Well, I mean, how does the rear ship disappear? Because the rear of the ship is closer, but I mean, it's not that it's disappearing any faster or slower. It's disappearing bottom first, not back bottom and then front bottom. That's not the.
Well, I think it means. I think he has it reversed because if you're going over that way, you're still going to see the aft end of the ship, right? Because as the front end goes to the horizon, but it depends on what kind of angle you're going at. Some ships are actually going like this. So if you're going at a non-direct line of sight, obviously you're going to see a different angle of that ship. But again, the whole point of that is when it goes to the vanishing point, no matter how powerful a telescope you get, you'll never be able to ever see that portion of the ship that has already gone over the horizon. That's it. Okay, we're getting a whole bunch of super chats, more and more, and I'm trying to keep up. So I appreciate this. Thank you guys. Raptor says density. I can't do this right though. Density. Yeah, I think it's density. So yeah, thank you, Raptor. Fun TikTok.
Consider Catz.
He asked for a source. Ask him for a source of all his bullshit about air density, obstruction, vision. And I think that's a fair question to ask. Obviously, Conspiracy Catz has had lots of science. I've had some. I mean, where would you find this information? If I wanted to go look for your formulas to determine what would be the formula I would use for the air density that's obstructing my vision as you purport it to be, what book would I go find this in?
I don't know that it is in any book. As far as I know, it's been. If it was already explained, it would be trashed. They've completely indoctrinated the world. Like they don't let that be taught.
Okay, we're making it through this. Then you guys are going to wrap up. Justin, we got 3 minutes. Justin, $2. Ask Flat Out Hero what's his highest level of education was. I hate asking those kind of questions. I don't really care if somebody has a PhD or they failed at a homeschool. But I think that there's a point to be made. And I think that conspiracy point kind of pointed this out in maybe an indirect way. But if you don't know certain basic things when it comes to physics and science, I don't think that you're in a position to adequately try to refute those the people that have actually gone to learn them correctly, right? So,
well, I'm only refuting what I learned in like second grade and shit. So it's not like I had to have an extremely great education. I'm not debunking anything that I didn't learn about. I'm debunking exactly what I learned
in second grade. Okay, yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that.
Grade school, yeah.
It shows. I got to get through these, man. Bombay, $10. He is saying density is caused by the magnification. Does he mean refraction? He's confusing the two terms, and this is why it feels like a rusty nail on my temple. Yeah, there's a lot of conflated terms, and again, if you're going to use a term like density, know what it means as far as even be able to describe it. It's not so much you should know the formula, although I think you should, because it helps if you know the formulas, but you really should know what the concept is. And I don't think that you actually did the concept. Okay, Michael, $5. Michael Wobel.
Yeah. Refraction.
I gotta finish this. We got 3 minutes, and I gotta finish this.
Got you.
Doctors Dunnigan Kruger, clean up aisle 2. Massive cleanup on aisle 2. Thank you. I like that one. Mark, $5. Flat Out Hero lacks the minimum cognitive skills required to make it possible to have a rational discussion with them. By the way, you're gonna have to mute. They can't hear if anybody the background noise is going because it just it causes problems. We mic for a sec there, Flat Out Hero. Just mute it. Or Dave can hard mute you. Okay, thank you. I think that's with any flat earther, by the way. Oh, so much better now. Nacho Witness, $2 Aussie. My Aussie forehead hurts after this one. I'm just glad that you're hanging on for dear life, Nacho. I don't want you to fall off in the sun because I have found out from Red Eye, and I actually believe him on this, that the number one death in Australia is not from that weird shit animals and everything like spiders you got down there. No, the number one death in Australia is actually from spontaneous harness failure, where their harness fails and they literally just fall out into the sun and die. It's a horrible way to go. Yeah, so, I don't want that to happen to Nacho Witness because, he's hanging on for dear life, man. That harness is the only thing that's keeping him attached, and, spontaneous harness failure, it's legit. Don't die that way, man. Hoosier Atheist, $5. I'm pretty sure Conspiracy Cat's shoes are smarter than him. Maybe just the left one.